Hello everyone, it's your boy again, Circuit FX. Actually, it's been a moment I haven't dropped any video. It's been the whole of this week is a little bit a very busy week for me. A very busy week for me. And since it's my last year in university, I was actually trying to put one or two together and ensure that because the results came out and I had an issue with one of my courses, actually had 0 in the exam mark, which it was not supposed to be so. So I had to do some follow-ups here and there, which I eventually passed the course with a B plus. B plus, yeah, I'm that guy. So I actually had a B plus. So, but aside that, I was still taking trades, I was still taking analysis regardless. I was still taking my analysis, and the entire week was not favorable for me. It was not really favorable at all. It was not very favorable because I think I had an analysis on gold. It went south. I had an analysis on EU. Actually, I was waiting for price because there was a key level, and then in fact the Asian high was just beside the key level. So I was actually waiting for price to take out the Asian high, hit the key level, then go in my direction. But price just went. So I will just actually add already cleaned my charts, but I'll still show you guys the before and after of the very screenshot. Or in fact, I will just, for example, I will just put the before of the EU trade here and the after here, so that you guys can actually see for yourself. In fact, I will just put gold, the very first gold that I took here, and the second, and the before of the first gold, and the second, and the before and the after of the first gold, and the second, and the second goal, and the after of the goal. All of them actually hit the S07. So, and also I'm also still going to show you guys the analysis that I have that I'm actually expecting them to play out, which is actually BTC. Though BTC is just behaving a side bet, I'm actually expecting price to actually hit some liquidity because there's Ethereum and BTC. In fact, the both of them just give us an equal low, like double bottom liquidity kind of scenario. So I'm actually waiting for price to take it out then before I can take a trade. But regardless, if price goes and leaves us, then good and fine. Because currently now the most important thing is to follow our analysis and let it play out accordingly. So currently now that I do not have an account so that I'm trading, so I just want to keep understanding the market, understanding the strategy, because I just want to trade just this strategy and only it alone. I'm tired of strategy hopping, because it's very stressful. Regardless, it's very stressful. Very stressful. So so traders, I hope those who are trading, I hope you guys had a very beautiful week. Please do not forget, it is very important that you follow your rules. Your rules are very important, because without rules you are going to hit a lot of air, you are going to lose your account. I'm a victim of it. In fact, I've suffered it so many times. And like yesterday, I was having a conversation with my friends. One of my problems, in fact my major issue now in trading, is not the fact that I do not know the technical analysis aspect of it, but my issue is me as a person. I still do not know myself. I'm still trying to understand myself proper and probably build that discipline, build that consistency, and also build that patience, because it's not very easy. I tell you, I kid you not, it's not very easy. A lot of people will just say, why not just be disciplined? It's not as easy as you think. There are a lot of factors that prevent an individual from being disciplined. There are some aspects of your life that have been part of you for so many years, and just clicking out of that particular system or that atmosphere or that habit is very difficult. It takes time. It's a whole process. So that is the state in which I am now. So currently now there's nothing much to do, but I will just probably put out the BTC analysis, the Ethereum here and the BTC, so that you guys can see for yourself. And also, if there's anything you have to say, probably you can drop in the comment section. You can put in the comment section. As I've been saying in my previous videos, let's build a community of profitable and successful traders, not just traders that are profitable financially, but traders that are knowledgeable about the market. Because it's not just about you open the market and just drawing lines or marking zones and everything. Do you understand the dynamics of the market? Do you understand what price is doing? Do you understand who is in control of the market? And all those things actually play have a huge role to play in your journey. You need to be very, very knowledgeable about the market, because if not, you will just be like a robot. Because if you need to take trading as a career, you need to understand in fact, you need a deep insight of what the market is all about, because it's not just about opening chart and looking at candles. Like I said, draw line, draw zones, mark one or two aspects of the market. It's all about looking at the market and understanding the context of what price is doing. Why is price moving towards this particular direction? Who is pushing the market? What is happening? What are people saying about this particular price action, and all those and all of that? Because if you need to really be profitable in the ground scale, you need to start thinking like the industrial traders, those who move the market, the hedge funds, the banks, and the rest. Because actually, a lot of people do not know this. I have plans. My dream is to work in a bank, you understand? And one of the key reasons why I said I need to know trading to the core is because I believe that trading has a critical role, has a major role to play in the success of most banks. And as somebody that is knowledgeable about the financial market, that is capable of reading the charts, you stand a greater chance of actually having a side job at the bank, at the same time while being a trader. That is you being that is you earning on both sides. You understand? That is you actually earning on both sides. You can actually interpret the charts for financial institutions, because a lot of people think anybody can just sit and analyze the chart. No. The best people the people that are actually in the best position to analyze the chart are financial traders. Because if you have not spent time understanding what the chart is saying or what the chart is talking about, you cannot work in a big financial institutions like those big banks. Because we might think that in 9 to 5 is all about slavery. There are people who are actually doing 9 to 5, and you as a business person, you can never beat them. Because a lot of times people say it's good to be self-employed, it's good to be self-employed. No doubt about it. But someone that is working in 9 to 5, let's say for example the person goes to work around 8 and the person closes by 6. You with your business place, you go to your business place, like in zones like the dwellers and the rest, you go to your business place and you open your store. Let's say for example the same 8. Do you know when you close? You close maybe probably around, in a very busy environment. You close probably around 10. So who is now working like a 9 to 5? Is a business person actually, in the real sense. It's just that there are a lot of things we just don't look into. The disadvantage of 9 to 5 is because you cannot just wake up one morning and say you don't want to go to work. But a business person can just say no to them, I'm not going to the shop. That's just the difference. That's just the advantage that the business owner or a self-employed has over somebody that's working a 9 to 5. Aside that, in terms of time, a 9 to 5 has more time to their hands than a business person. Because let's say each and every one of us needs to show up every day in our place of work, or every day where we make money. Somebody working a 9 to 5 has more time to do a lot of things. Let's take the case of teachers. Do you know how much holidays teachers have? Especially a teacher that's made up their mind that they don't want to be involved in the administrative functions of the school. They just want to come teach and go home. Do you know how much time those people have? They still have the opportunity to run other businesses. So regardless, that's not my point. Anything that you know you can do to make money, please do it, especially when it is legitimate. Do it. Alright, stay away from fraud. It's very important that you stay away from fraud. But regardless, we are traders. We are here to be profitable. We are here to understand the market and all of that. So please, if you are new to the channel and you like the contents that I've been putting out already, because I've actually put out reasonable, some more than 15 videos already. Please, if you have gone through my content and you like and you would like to continue watching my content, please subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification button, so that whenever I drop contents like this, you will be one of the first people to actually see it and be notified. Please, without that, I won't waste much of your time. See you in the next video.